Makati, and we're headed to Lucena. We're going to make a stop at the Lucena Grand Terminal, pick up a couple of cases of mule, and then we're going to head over to another island before we go home. We're just in traffic this morning, usual morning traffic in Manila. Work traffic, daytime traffic, always traffic. MJ here with me, and Charm over here with me. Good morning, Bill Meyer. How are you? I saw you over in Dazzle's TV. I didn't see much going on over there. It's a picture of the ocean. I'm not sure what was going on. And I checked Isa's channel. Not much happening there. Said, well, we're on the bus. Maybe we'll go live and show people what it's like to get from Makati to Lucena on the bus, you know? Can't see a whole lot here. We're sitting about fourth row, 2, 3, 4, third row back, but you can see a little bit. Okay, just started 5 minutes ago. Yeah, they have the regular timing that they do. I usually just start my live feed when I'm really bored, or I want to show what I'm doing if I'm out and about doing something that I think people might be interested in. I'm not sure how many people want to watch a bus ride over here. So anyway, it's going to be another beautiful day. I hope it's not raining where we're going in Lucena. Thanks for coming in though, Bill. I much appreciate it. Charm said hi. Hello, Charm. How'd you say hi? My live feed.
Huh?
Charm White said hi.
I'm not using my phone.
Huh?
I'm not using my phone.
That's weird.
Sometimes like that. I'm not using my YouTube.
That's a different Charm White, huh?
Maybe my car, right?
No. It might be Ella. Maybe Ella's in the room. Ella said hi. Okay, got it figured out. Hello, Steve. How are you? I just figured who the Charm White 4137 is. Because Charm's sitting here with me and she didn't touch her phone. Her phone's in her bag. And all of a sudden I see Charm White said hi. Hello, Micah, Ella. I'm sure that's you or Micah. You can say hello back. Don't worry, you didn't do nothing wrong. How are you kids doing over there? We're on the bus going to Lucena now. It looks like it's going to take a while because this one, even though we're full of people, there's more coming. It's going to stop until the standing room only is full. So, well, maybe it's just what he has to do, you know? Steve says hello to everybody. Yeah, we just did catch this bus on time. I'll tell you, we got out of the house at about 5:30. Went down, checked out, ordered a Grab. We got to the bus terminal at about 3 minutes till 6. Got on the bus, and at 6:01 he was pulling out. So everything just timed perfectly. So we're gonna make one quick stop, and hopefully it won't screw me too bad. We're gonna go to the go to the grocery store there in Lucena, and hope we can find the mule we're looking for at the SM department store there. If not, we'll find somewhere in Lucena. So it may be a little while before we can get to the ferry terminal to catch the boat over to where we're going.
But the boat, we're taking a boat?
Yeah, later today. Later, getting on a boat.
Well, I like boat. I like
Anyway,
boat
hello
ride.
everybody in the room.
Oh, I like
please-
boat ride.
I know you like boat ride, huh? MJ's here with me. MJ. What are you doing, MJ? You playing your game? Oh, you're playing the bottle flip game, huh? Oh, you wrecked. So, yeah, Charm's right back over here and behind me here. Charm's right there. Anyway,
Hello. Papa.
hello PK, how are you? Welcome to our
We
chat.
made it.
I know, good. We're on the bus again, heading out of Makati, out of Manila, heading back to Lucena. Good to see you guys in the room.
Papa, winner.
Got a lot of people in the room right now. I hope they all
Papa.
subscribe. That'd be awesome.
Winner.
Yep. Winner, yes. Very good, MJ. Says you're good, just a little tired. Are you been traveling too, PK, or you stayed up all night? I'm going to show you guys some more of the Philippines from the third row back of the bus. You're not going to get to see too much. Just the road and traffic, I guess you might see. I guess I could point it out the window, huh? Not much to see out there either. A couple of big buildings.
Winner.
Winner. Looks like we're getting on the SLEX now. SLEX or the Skyway one.
Winner. Winner.
Okay, you don't have to tell me every time, MJ. All right, guys. Up all night. It's almost 4:30 p.m. here. Wow. Hello, One Star. How are you? Welcome to the chat. We're traveling today, this morning. We're up early, doing a quick live feed on the bus. Just thought we'd come in here and say hi to everyone. Conductor's collecting and fare. I'm going to go ahead and shoot out the window so you guys can see what's happening out the window. Sun's coming up already. Or should I say it's already up? Charm and I couldn't get a seat together because of the way it was spaced out on the bus. Everybody else had grabbed individual seats and filled the bus, so we had to just sit with somebody. So Charm is over here behind me in the next seat back on the other side of the aisle. I'm on the JAC to Lucena, the 6 a.m. bus. This is not it's not a point-to-point, I don't believe. We are on the highway right now on SLEX, so I believe once we get off and get into the town on the other side of the SLEX, more than likely he'll be doing a lot of stopping, you know, heading into Lucena Grand Terminal. Yeah, Bill, boy, that's a big mess coming to them. And I'll tell you what, if you guys see what's getting ready to hit the Philippines, November 4th and November 5th, we've got a big one coming our way. It's a big one. I was looking at the Windy app, windy.com, and it's showing an extremely strong storm that's going to be almost as big as the Philippines islands itself all put together. It's almost going to be able to cover the entire country of the Philippines. That's how big the storm will be. So it's a very big storm coming. Jamaica is going to be flooded. It's going to devastate Jamaica because the storm itself is almost going to stall. It's right there on top of it. It's just going to sit there. Well, I heard for 3 or 4 days that storm's not going to move. it's going to drown Jamaica. Just seriously drown it. The category's picked up. It's like a category 4. So it may even get to category 5 because the water is so hot. So it's going to be a terrible, devastating storm. You know what? Just pray for the people over there. Sometimes I think these storms are meant for a reason too. Hello, Scott and Isa. How are you? One star says, I'm sure I missed it in the chat. Wait, let me go back down. Hold on a minute. But what island is Suba on again? I don't think we mentioned it. One star. He likes to try to keep where he lives a little bit more private, so we don't discuss the island name. Hello, Scott. PK says that's a big storm. So I'll cover all of the Philippines. That means it's about as big as New Mexico. Yeah, the storm is huge. If you go to the windy.com app, of course, from my location, it shows it right away. I don't know if you can zoom in on it from your location and actually look at the storm, but it's a big one. It is a big storm. Okay, Scott's doing well. Says hi to one star. Hello, Kuma, how are you? Safe traveling, thank you. Emil Soledad, how are you? We're traveling from Makati over to Lucena today. I'm gonna add you as a moderator. Smile Soledad, you're now a standard moderator in my group. Thank you for coming in. Much appreciated. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe in the channel. We'd much appreciate that. One star says these Filipinos can crash out anywhere. Yeah, they're good at sleeping, that's for sure. I think it's due to low blood pressure. Some of them have low blood, and like my wife, she can sleep anywhere. She has low blood, she can fall asleep anywhere. We're doing well, Kuma. Hi, ML, says BK. Please like and subscribe. Thank you all. Much appreciated. It seems we're doing pretty good on subscriptions. We topped the 700 mark now. I think we were at 707 this morning when I took a look at my YouTube studio. We're doing great, guys. We really appreciate all the help you give us. And we hope to give you guys some good content you really enjoy watching. Today is just a kind of a boring day. We're just going to be cruising down the highway and chatting with you. Scott says, that's my superpower. I can sleep anywhere. Very good, Scott. For those of you who weren't in the room yesterday, my medical appointments went great. I had my audiogram showed I had a little more hearing loss, and my medical exam went well. I'm still healthy. I'm still alive. So everything's good. I have nothing major wrong with me. As far as my blood and urine work go, they had me do labs, but the doctor never discussed it. He said he had looked at them, and I brought it up, the fact that I'd already had my labs done like a month ago, and I said that I spoke with the doctor there in Masbate, and everything is great. And my cholesterol, my good cholesterol is a little high, my bad cholesterol is about average, and so altogether it gives me like a high cholesterol just by a couple of points, so it's not a big deal. And I told this doctor that I had quit taking simvastatin because it was causing me a lot more shoulder pain than I already had, and that's why I quit taking it. And it has, since I stopped taking the simvastatin, which is a cholesterol blocker, my arm has stopped hurting as bad as it did. It really helps a lot to stop taking statins, and I'm not going to worry too much about high cholesterol. I'm just going to stay off the statins to stay better, more healthy. So Safe trip, Poe, says Lynn. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you very much for coming in. We're very early up this morning. Traveling, as you can see, on the bus. One store says, I know a Filipino that will sleep right next to 3 outboard motors like it's nothing. Wow. I used to do that too. I'm not Filipino, but I used to do that when I was on the submarine, working for the Navy. The diesel generator, the diesel engine was right underneath the berthing area on the first submarine I was on. And they'd come up and snorkel and run the diesel, and I'd sleep right, keep on sleeping. I knew when they fired it up, it'd kind of wake you up. After that, it goes right back to sleep and keep on going, you know. And I bet I was only about one deck between us and probably 15 feet above the diesel. And I'm sound asleep, enjoying my sleep, I'll tell you. Note to self, don't buy Jamaican weed for a couple of weeks. Yeah, it might be a little contaminated, huh? That's funny. Note to self. Yeah. Over here, you can't do that. It's illegal in the Philippines. But for those of you who enjoy it, all you do is just trip over to Thailand. You know, take a trip over for a week, get as high as a kite, enjoy yourself. Then you fly back to the Philippines and live your regular life for a while. When you're ready for another high, you fly to Thailand again. They sell it right in they have stores all over the place. They sell it there. I'm sure the government makes a lot of money because a lot of the tourism that goes to Thailand is specifically for the marijuana they can buy there. Ah, Steve, he's back. The island is Marinduque. For those of you who want to know what the island is, that where we're going and where Steve lives, it's Marinduque. It's off the coast of Lucena, about a 2-hour boat ride, roughly. Like a 2-hour ferry ride.
Winner. Bye-bye.
Very good. You won. So, I didn't know if Steve wanted me to give the island he's on because he's a pretty private person, so that's why I didn't tell you guys. But now that he told you, it's okay. So, all right. Very good, Scott. Thank you for subscribing to Steve's channel. That's awesome. You guys in the room, I think you can just click on the name of the person you want to subscribe to. I cannot do it as the host. It doesn't allow me to do it, but I encourage all of you to click on each other's names, go to their channel, subscribe, ring the bell that says all. I don't think it pops up as all, but ring the bell that says all, the top selection, and then you'll know when they go live and when they put up new content on their site. And it also helps them to gain subscribers. It's difficult. You can't go live until you get 50 subscribers. So let's help all those guys who are just starting out or who've had their account for years but haven't gone live. It helps them to go live. Steve says, there's nothing to do here. That's all right. We'll figure something out. We'll have a few meals together. Ron says you can't smoke weed if you're a defense contractor. We do follicular drug testing, reason for long hair. Yeah, when you're a defense contractor, you cannot. And I used to be a defense contractor also. I worked for SAIC in California, and I worked for AMPSEC. And I also worked for a private company that worked for the government, Earl Industries. So those 3 companies I worked for, also Miller Marine, Miller in Chula Vista, California. So I've dabbled in a little of everything there. I worked my way up from being a nobody all the way up to being a project manager, program manager. So I used to do contracts. Scott says, I'm on the island with beaches. Yeah, I'm on the island with beaches too, Scott. Every island has beaches, I think. Some are better than others, but Panay Island's a good island. Panay Island has a lot of beaches. You know, when you go to places like Batangas, they have beaches there, right? They have a couple of places that are really nice, beautiful beaches. But I still believe that the beaches out in the Visayas are so much more beautiful, especially around where I live, around Masbate Island. We have some really beautiful beaches. You travel over to Carlos area, Gigante Islands, north and south, Gigante. Wow, beautiful places to go. They've got caverns and caves and beaches and so much to do, so much to see. I'm planning on doing a boat trip here next year. I get some folks over who want to go in December. If the storms are gone, then by then I'll have my big boat out in the water. Do a little work to the big boat to make it more people friendly instead of, because right now it's more or less set up for fishing. But I just need to add some bench seats and stuff for people to sit on. It'll be nice. But I have a guy that's going to do the work for me already. It's already in the works. So we just got to get it down. Right now I don't want to get it out on the water because we have the big storm coming. Usually during the typhoon season, if I'm not using a boat, I leave it dry docked. And we just set it up where we can get the water easily out of it. Because believe me, it's a pain in the butt. Taking your boat off down and putting it up on the beach and putting it down in the water is not easy. And especially on a big boat, it takes 30 guys. You know, you take a lot of guys to do it. And you guys are going to see the difficulty when we do take ours off. I'll video record it. You'll see the difficulty because we have a washout on that lot. It's about 5 feet deep on the left side of the big boat. So I'm kind of left with no choice. I have to cut 2 trees. I have 2 trees that block the boat in right now. So we move the boat up on the hill and then we move it over to the left side behind the trees. And now I got to cut the trees down because the beach washed out on the left side of my boat. So the trees got to get cut down now. But we'll get them. We're also going to start filling in that hole with lead fill. Just fill it up with all the garbage we can. And then we'll cover it with dirt again. Cover it with dirt and cover it with sand. And hopefully the ocean won't be able to come up there and wash it out again. We did a number on it, I'll tell you. It washed out about 25 feet up into the property and about 8 feet wide, about 5 feet deep. It made a big hole. Some of you saw the video. My small boat, the Michaela boat, the one we're using now for fishing, that boat was tilted on its side. One whole side of the outriggers had gone in the hole when it washed out. So we had to stand it up and then push it out into the ocean. The big boat's going to be more difficult. So anyway, how you guys doing anyway? Vegas, hello. 1 star says. Hello Vegas. Good to have you come in the room. Lambunao. Scott says in Lambunao. Yeah, you're welcome. Hello, Mary Joy Sonoy. How are you? Welcome to our chat, Mary Joy. Thank you for coming in. Much appreciated. You're new to our chat. If you would, please subscribe. If you don't mind, I'll put you in as a moderator. You subscribe, you'll come out and help us out. We always need good moderators, somebody who knows what they're doing. So much appreciated, Mary Joy. Thank you for coming in. Steve says it's only a 5-hour drive to see the whole island. Okay, Will, yeah, Scuba, I'll look up your island after the live stream. His is it's a small island. It's also the island where my sister-in-law, Ying, the one you guys see dancing all the time on the karaoke parties, Ying, her husband is from Marinduque, from Santa Cruz. So, small world, huh? But anyway, he's out on a ship right now. He's a seaman, and Ying is in Masbate with us. She has her own house there in Masbate. Over in Dutai, the next village where we live. You guys have seen me. I have a property over there. You see me discuss that. I've discussed it with PK also. The Dutai village over there. It's a nice village. Vegas says, hey, Star and Tsukuba, he's off for work and taking the babies to the park. Very nice. Bet they're going to enjoy that. One Star says, I personally like the lesser known islands in the Philippines. Same here. That's the way I am. Masbate is a less expat occupied island. And that's why I do like it so much. You guys, we've been on the freeway for a while. We're going to stay on it. That's nice. But I don't think this is point to point. I don't think it's a point to point bus. It'd be nice if it is. I wasn't able to ask the conductor. But they're not going the slow way. They're not stopping at all the towns. We'll see if he pulls over into Turbina. If he pulls into Turbina, then possibly it's not a... But there's also a filling station, a gas station up here they do for rest area. He may be just going to pull into that one, let people get off and use the CR. Let people rest a bit. PK says, Mike, I'm curious about your well and your RO water filter. Did you get the well water tested for heavy metals and agricultural chemicals and stuff? So you can know what you need for your filters, or you just go for overkill? I just went for overkill, PK. There is no agricultural pesticides or anything around that area that can get in my well. And as far as heavy metals go, I don't think there's any heavy metals over there at all. I really don't. I never had it tested, but I just use RO with UV, and that seems to handle my water just fine. I'm still alive today. It must be okay. Alright, we're already down in San Pedro. Exit 500 meters. One Star says, yeah, Michael, I saw a big storm rotation coming y'all's way. Yeah, it's very big. Scott sent it over to me, and at first I didn't believe him because I couldn't find it, you know, and it was so early, it was far away. And then when I went over and downloaded the Windy app shows you projections up to 10 more days, so you can actually move the Windy app over day by day and watch what's coming. And it shows a big one coming. It looked like it was going to go straight through Masbate 2 days ago. Now, when Scott first shared it to me, now it looks like it's going to go north more and appears to be going right towards Pilar, Sorsogon, Albay. Looks like it's going to make landfall around Legazpi area. So hopefully it'll change and even go more north, I hope. I'm just waiting on the predictions, the wind predictions, to see what happens. But we're going to be prepared either way. We're buying extra tarpaulin today in Masbate. My brother-in-law will buy it, so we can tarpaulin off the balcony and keep the rain out, so we don't have to worry about it coming into the porch area anymore. We're gonna use tarpaulin and kawayan to build frames, and we'll be able to keep all the rain off the porch. What's that? What?
Where are we?
We're going on the bus. We're in a little area called San Pedro, but we're on the SLEX highway right now. So, hey, let's see. Makes landfall 8 a.m. on Tuesday. That's the one, yeah, that's the one in Jamaica. Landfall will be 8 a.m. on Tuesday as a Category 5 in the western part of Jamaica. And it won't exit until Wednesday. So it's going to exit in 1 day. But that doesn't mean, that means it's just going to be off the land. That doesn't mean the back end of the storm is not still swirling around and raining on them. 40 to 50 inches of rain. Wow. You know what? I feel sorry for the people over there. I've never been to Jamaica. I know they do have a lot of hills, but I do know they don't have the best of housing over there. They've been hit hard before. You guys saw what happened back in the Clinton days when Haiti got hit and all that corruption took place and all those children disappeared. If you guys remember any of that. But hopefully Jamaica won't have to go through all that nonsense. Just pray for the people of Jamaica that they can be okay. Yeah, that's going to be a big storm. See this guy on the TV right here, the Secretary Vince is on. He's pushing, there's a guy named Co, last name Co, C-O. They're trying to seize all his assets. Evidently has 2.7 billion in helicopters and airplanes. I saw in the news today. 7 billion that all disappeared from the Philippines. And they've located all of his airplanes and helicopters in, they said they're near Sabah, Malaysia. Or he flew out of Sabah or whatever. He said his helicopters are in Malaysia right now. And his Lear jets, all his Gulfstream jets and everything, they're over in Malaysia. They located them, but they may never be able to get them back to the Philippines. The guy got him out of the country. He knows they're coming after him. Not a dumb guy. So anyway, a lot going on over here in the Philippines. If you all watch the news, I'm not going to get into it, but a lot of it's political. PK says, that's like as much rain as my city gets in 5 to 7 years. Hello, Darren. How are you? I don't know what happened, Darren. You're now a moderator again. I thought I had you as a moderator before. Yeah, that's going to be devastating in Jamaica for sure. One star says, if y'all scoop a bag of Jamaican weed, wring it out first before they put it on the scale. Damn. Scott says, hopefully the weather guy is wrong. Hi, Darren. Good to have you in the room. We're traveling today on bus. Again, going from Makati.
Papa, where's my ice cream?
We're already down in Columba and Laguna.
Papa, where's my ice cream?
Ice cream. The little bit that was left, I threw away. There's no more. We could buy you another one, son. Get another one. That one's no good. You should have ate it all last night. We're down in Laguna area right now. In fact, there's the water park, Splash Island right there, guys. I just missed it. You missed it.
I want to go there.
There it is over on the left side. That's Splash Island over
I want to go there.
See out the window all the
I want
slides.
to go there.
One day we'll go again. We went already. But yeah, that's Splash Island. So that's where we're at. Greenfield City. I don't travel this much anymore, guys. But the other day, we were on the bus and I went, I was thinking, oh, okay, we must be close to Royal Cargo, which is a big company, you know. And I look out the window and right there, we're at Royal Cargo. So I guess my memory hasn't failed me yet. I'm just trying to keep your head from hitting, son. I guess my memory's still good at location. And driving. That one said Greenfield City Unilab. I've been to that Unilab Corporation. They are a medical company. And they wanted me to give them a free sample of my Cold Plus AC treatment. And I told them, no, I cannot give free sample. Everybody in the Philippines, guys, if you have a business here, they want free. Free, 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 free. And for you, it's fee, 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 fee. So there's the difference right there. Big contrast, big difference. Everything for them is free. Everything for you is a fee. Yeah, Vegas. We're heading home, but we're gonna stop and see Steve, Scuba Steve. He's here in the chat. We're gonna go over to Marinduque to his island, spend a couple days with him and Lenny. They've invited us to come visit them, so we'll go over there and visit him for a couple days, and then we'll go back to Lucena and then take a ferry home. Because I don't think there's a ferry going from Marinduque to Masbate. I'll check. I'm almost positive there's not. We have to go back to Lucena. So anyway, we'll be fine. Just a little traveling here, but I want to get back home before the big storm comes. So we're looking at probably trying to be home by the 1st and 2nd of November like that. The big storm's coming on the 3rd. So we're going to do our very best. Today's the 28th. So we have 29, 30, 31. We'll spend over there. We'll try to get on the ferry. I forgot what day I looked at. I think it's Monday. Hell, I don't even know what today is. Let me look. Today's Tuesday. So I have to catch the ferry by Friday. I have to catch it by Friday. So I'll just have a couple days visit there. We'll be there tonight, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then Friday morning we'll leave and go back to Lucena and catch the ferry going back to Masbate. So we'll get home safely right before this big storm rolls in. If we don't make it, the storm picks up speed and hurries in here, we'll end up having to stay there because you won't be able to travel. We'll have to stay there on Marinduque Island. One star said, these goofy face diapers still make me mad. Hello, Niels Christensen in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hello, Niels. PK says, pinch, sample, sir. Oh, everybody's saying hi to Niels. Yeah, nice clear video today. It's a nice day, a little hazy outside, but my video on my camera is clear. Hi, Silver Collector. Welcome to the chat. I gotta add you as a moderator right now. Usually wait until people come back for a second trip, and then I add them in as a moderator in my room. Much appreciated you coming in. Yeah, one star, you like riding near the bus driver. He's driving crazy. It's him and me. Well, what happened is, well, they haven't done it here, but they don't have, the first row is usually reserved for seniors on both sides. The first row there is reserved for senior, and then sometimes if there's more seniors, they'll push them back into the second row here. Neil said, I just stopped in to say hi. I have to sleep before I go to work. I'm working on an overnight tonight. Okay, well, thanks for coming in, Niels. Much appreciated. Thanks for coming in to say hi to us. We really, really appreciate it. You guys don't forget to give your thumbs up, please. And those of you who haven't subscribed yet, please do. But yeah, I'm only 3 rows back. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm 3 rows back from the front. So we're in a position right now. Much better ride up front. Never ride in the back, guys, on a bus in the Philippines. Especially if you're traveling towards any ferry port. Because when you go towards most ferry ports, the road is very windy. And the bus just don't drive slow. And you get slung around like a rag doll, I'll tell you what. It's really bad. I'm really kind of shocked because redo. Come back. Oh, you gotta get out. You gotta stop the game and go back. There you go. Otherwise you can't get out. You can't do it. Once you're stuck, son. You can't get off the beach like that. You have to find another boat. Yeah, very nice day today. Beautiful day. Look at the sky. Partly cloudy skies. Oh, actually hazy. The distance is cloudy, blue sky with clouds. Over top of us is gray. When you hear from the doctor's appointment, once I think probably I'll hear back from the VA within, I don't know, a few months at most. maybe no more than 6 months, very most, because they have to read all the doctor's findings. Sometimes they're fast, sometimes they're not. Uh, the doctors here have given very good reviews. They've told me basically that I had more issues than I had before. They were going to write it up that way. So hopefully the VA will see it their way and help us out. How would you rate? Wait a minute, let me miss one here. Scuba says ferries leave from Marinduque to Lucena, Mindoro, and other locations like Palawan, Bicol, and Masbate City. Well, I hope you have one going to Masbate City. It'd be better to take that direct. But I didn't know there was one going there. I thought it was back to Lucena, then from Lucena going to Masbate City. We'll see then. Derek says, how would you rate your service at the VA there versus back in the States? I hear they're really good. Well, Darren, I didn't go to the VA. I went to a, what do they call it? A CNP, which is one of the guys who's authorized by the VA in the United States to conduct examinations on patients here in the Philippines. And he works for Makati Medical Center. And he told me, the doctor I had, Dr. Paredes, said, I'm the only doctor that does VA consultation CNPs in the Philippines. And I believe the other audiologist I had, Dr. Katindig, is one of the few that's accredited by the VA also to do CNP. So probably if anyone's doing that here, you'll probably get the same doctors that I got. But my service here at the VA, from what I know, when I used to go to the VA all the time here in Manila, the service is excellent. I would rate them way up there. And VA in the US didn't seem to give two hoots. But the one over here, they care. You set your appointment, they assign you appointments, they look out for you. The first time you go in to the VA here, they will do a full assessment of you, any ailments you might have, and even if it's not service connected, they will prescribe medicine for you for whatever you have that's wrong with you. Okay. Now, that being said, they are service connected only for treatment, but your first time in, they do a full assessment of you. And that's the time and you need to bring up anything that you have wrong with you, because the doctors there will then prescribe the medication. You go right in the pharmacy right there in the VA, you pick up your meds and you head home. They'll set up a mail system for you where they will mail your meds directly to you. From then on, they can mail directly to you, but you need to go back and make your appointments. And you need to do follow-up with civilian doctor after your period of time or your meds. I think it's a year. And you can do follow-up with your civilian doctors and continue on. But I believe it's like the first year I got meds for free for my for problems, ailments I had. Pretty cool. Pretty good. They do that for you. Good morning, Doug. How are you, Doug? Welcome to the room. Scott says on the app, it will show you what stage you're in for the increase. Okay, Scott. I will go there. I got the app. And I didn't log in. I do have my ID me and my login.gov. I've got all of that. So I will take a look at that and watch that closely. That says, hi, Colonel. Scuba says, check when you get to the port. I just found this information now. Okay, I will take a look. Steve, we'll do that. Other destination ferries also depart from Marinduque to locations such as Palawan, Bicol region, Masbate City, and various ports of the Bicol region, Cavite, and Laguna. Wow, cool. Damn, I'm in Laguna right now. Too bad I can't just hop out and head over to Marinduque on a boat. That'd be cool. Starting to hit some traffic now, guys. A bit of traffic here. Colonel says I had 3 different doctors for CMP exams here in the Philippines. I believe they're more than you think. They go through a VA certification training to be able to conduct CMPs. Very nice. Well, I think you had the same one as I had, Doug. One of them at least. Dr. Paredes. Darren says a lot of veterans worry about access to health care. Maybe you could do a video on that, but it sure seems like they take great care of our veterans in the Philippines. Yeah, Darren, anything that is service connected, they will take care of you. So if you're 100%, oh yeah.
Muna kayo mag-CCR. Pwede po muna kayo mag-CR.
Okay,
Wala na po tayo
CR.
stop over na yung mga mag-CCR po.
Charm, CR, stop. We're good. You need to use CR, MJ? No? Need to pee? Anything? No? Okay. Why don't you go get water?
Papa, me
I'll
need
watch
to
him here.
pee. Papa, me need to pee.
Okay, get down. Where's your shoe? Here, I got MJ to go use the CR. We'll get out of the bus for a minute, show you where we're stopped. Here. Shoe fine. How many you want? 3? 2 or 3? Ah! Alright guys, we'll jump off the bus here, use the CR, and take MJ to use the CR. Slowly. Hold your handrail. Okay, come on, this way. Okay. Right here, give me your phone. Okay, right there. Yep, hot. Alright guys. Let MJ use the CR real quick. One star says, man, I should have went into the military when I was younger, at least for 4 years. Instead of fixing air cons in this Texas attic heat my whole damn life. Yeah, you should have. Colonel says, hello, Scott. Darren says, do you always carry field health? Because it's cheap and most take it in a pinch. I no longer use field health. My wife used to have me on hers, but I don't do it anymore. Okay, relax. I gotta go find water. Let's get some water from out, okay? I don't know if I can get water or not. Come on. Looking for water. MJ. MJ. Come on. There's a car pulling in. Let me see if I can get water. I don't know if they have water here. To tell you the truth, I don't see any water. Razan, Halo, and Palo. But it's locked. McDonald's. Jollibee, I don't want to go in there. Come on, MJ. Come with me, quick. Huh? Too big? I'm looking for too big. Huh? Okay, we're gone. Come on, MJ, run.
I will pass petrol.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Is this point-to-point bus?
No.
No. We're gonna get a San Pablo and boop, 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 boop. Okay. I usually catch the one out of Cubao. 6 a.m. bus is point-to-point. Yeah, it's nice.
All Bendia, we have no point.
Okay. Go, get up. Get on the bus. Get on the bus now. What's wrong with your lip? Come on, he's shutting the door. You take care of your lip on the bus. What did you hit? Hold on. Charm. No water. This is CR break only, and there's nobody's open for water. All right, guys, I'm back. Wow. What's with the attitude this morning? No, he's playing his game. He's okay. The conductor saw me walking towards Jollibee. He stopped me. I was just going to try to find water at the Petron, but nobody had water. So I don't carry Phil Health, Darren. Scuba says, Mike, please check the port and pug when you exit the boat to see if the boat goes from Ireland. I'll do that. I'll check it. Scott says you can be 100% for one condition. They'll only treat for that. Okay, so guys, just keep in mind the VA will only treat the service-connected disability that is listed in your medical record. Okay, and what the VA has determined to be your disability, your service-connected. That's the only thing they will treat. For me, it happens to be my back, my entire back. I also have broken bones in my leg, so I guess if I get arthritis in my leg from broken bones at some point, maybe they would treat that. So I don't know. I'm not tore up as bad as some people I know. Why isn't Colonel Ahmad? I don't know what happened. He was a mod before. Wow, isn't that strange? That is weird. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me go down here. Yeah, he's a mod. What the hell? I hit it already, Colonel. What is going on with this? Oh, you're a moderator. Say something again, Colonel, like you're a moderator. I don't know why you wouldn't be. I thought it's pretty positive I put you in before. Ron says the in-bus restroom is the worst. It's like taking a pee with 7.9 earthquake. Darren says, buy me some dried apricots. Good luck finding those, especially on the highway. So, I don't know. Colonel, you are moderator. It says you're a standard moderator. Take the bus CR at my age. He'll take the bus CR at his age. Colonel's laughing his ass out. There he is. It's all good, he says. AI is taking over. Seems that something's going on. Welcome to the Blue Crew. Yeah. Yeah, Colonel was a blue before. I'm positive he was a blue before. He is again. So everybody now is a blue. So thank you guys for coming in. You know, we're just traveling on bus. You can see our bus ride. This is probably the same one that, oh, Colonel didn't take the bus. He flew. He flew from Manila to Iloilo. Charm and I are just taking the bus here. Want to sit on my lap? Huh? Up here? Come up. Get your time. Take your shoes off. Here. Take your shoes. Open sesame. Aladdin's lamp. Okay. All right, guys. So let's see what we see here. Darren says, I'm surprised there doesn't seem to be as many sellers walking on or going on the bus. What it is right now, we're on the freeway, but we're going to get off here, and I think we're heading through, we'll be going through San Pablo. And when we do that, there will be a lot of people getting on and off the bus, a lot of vendors, a lot of people being picked up going to Lucena, because this is not a point-to-point bus. This is a stop everywhere bus. That's why this bus will take about 4 hours. It takes around 4 hours. Depends how many people they pick up. And this early in the morning, you should pick up quite a few on the early morning trips. But some people get on and just ride a short distance and get back off at the next town. They won't go all the way. PK says, oh, dude, I found out this new program I'm going to be on starting January 1st. There's all sorts of perks I wasn't expecting. Like free chiropractic visits, a free gym membership, any gym in my city. Wow. That's nice. Colonel says, I don't need a mod unless it comes with a pay raise. I don't know what we're going to get out of it one of these days. Hello, Nikki. Hello to you all. Hope you have a safe trip home. Thank you so much, Nikki. Thank you for coming in this morning. We're just enjoying a little highway area ride, and then we're going to be in the bumper to bumper and stopping everywhere, aggravating bus ride type stuff. Makes sense, 1 star says. But no pay raise. Sorry, Colonel. PK says, Darren, I wish I could find fresh or dried apricots that weren't garbage and picked way before they were ripe. I've been looking for 20 plus years. Oh. You know, I guess the best way to get dried apricots, guys, would be to just, probably the best way is dry your own. Get a dehydrator, buy some apricots, and dehydrate your own. I bet that'd take a while. It'd probably take you 3 days to dehydrate them. Probably run your electric bill up really high. I haven't eaten any dried apricots since I've been in the Philippines, but I'm sure you can find them here. Shopee or Lozado's probably got them. In the house, Colonel says, oh, he's being really well behaved for the long trip. He did good. My son's always very well behaved for a long trip. It really is. But you see what he's doing. Right now, he's playing his phone we don't like because it bounces around too much. Even on the bus, it bounces a little bit. Messes with their eyes. PK says, hi, Nikki. 1 star says, you're too hard-headed anyway. Yeah, Colonel, you're hard-headed. Hi, Colonel. Where's the destination on that bus, Mike? We're going to Lucena. Then we're going to Chucky. Spend a couple days over there visiting Steve. Then from Marinduque, we'll see if there's a ferry going direct to Masbate. If not, then we will take the ferry back to Lucena and then take the Star Horse to Masbate, the one we always take. Look at the traffic up there, guys. A lot of cars.
Yup.
Many cars, yeah. Also, up here, there's a checkpoint, a toll booth up here coming up. Right now, he's playing a car game. He's driving a car. He was riding a bike game before. He's pretty good at it. He zips that bike, motorcycle, in and out of the cars like crazy. Right now, he's driving an automobile. Big open stretch. He's pretty good at it, actually. Oh, what'd you do? You want to see what you're doing? You tried to wreck on purpose? Oh, no. Don't hit the cars, MJ. I'm not getting you a license if you gotta hit cars like that. Oh, he's off-road. He's crazy. Darren says, near my house in Bataan, there's a huge cashew tree. Still never collected and dried them one day. Darren, for the cashews, the casoy tree, what we do, my wife likes to do, is take the fruit and makes like, cooks it down, makes a jelly out of it, and then she takes the cashews off. She'll open up the cashews, and you don't have to do anything special to the cashews. Once you get the shell off of them, you can eat them as is, or you can fry them in oil or like peanuts or whatever you want to do. But yeah, we have a lot of casoy trees at my house, a lot. It says, that's the noise I heard. I thought it was a bus grinding and barely making it. Yeah, I've ridden the feel like that too, Darren. I tell you, I'm sitting in near the back, and the guy slams on the brakes. The brakes squealing. It's metal on metal, and then you hear the gears grinding. It's like, oh, goodness. And the guy's driving like a maniac. We were going to Pilar one time on a Roro bus out of come out of Naga City, and oh man, scared the hell out of me. I was ready to get off the bus. I was at a point where I would rather just get off and walk, and I don't get scared easily, but this guy was a complete idiot. This guy was just determined to kill somebody, it seemed like. Then we had another bus ride we were on going from Pilar going towards Manila, and we're driving through the mountain roads there, the windy roads, and somebody in one of the villages we went through, somebody threw a rock right through the side of the bus window, big rock, came through the window, hit the lady right in the forehead that was sitting next to me. Hit her right in the forehead. Shattered glass went everywhere, all over us. And the bus driver, pulled over, went to the first little police station. They have little police stations on the side of the road. You can tell where they are because they have the red and blue lights on at night. And you stop there for emergency service, and they put a Band-Aid on this lady's forehead, which luckily it was like a gash, but not a deep cut. I mean, it just merely cut her face. It's bleeding a little bit. And they picked it up and put a Band-Aid on her forehead, and off we went. And then he told her to make the police report, but what are you going to do? Not much you can do. They do the little report there. They're not going to catch the guy who threw a rock through the window.
Papa, who died?
Huh?
Who died?
She didn't die. She just got hit with a rock. That was before you were born. Mom and I were on the bus. Somebody threw a rock right through the window. So that's why it's dangerous sitting next to the window on long trips. Better to be sitting inside. Inside row, guys. Sit in the aisle seats on buses, just because, especially if you're doing long travel through the country. Better not to sit by the window. You never know what's coming through that window. It could be anything. It could be a rock, could be a bullet. People get really upset at the buses, the way they drive through their towns. So they take it out on the buses, and then they get away with it because nobody's going to catch them. By the time the bus stops, that guy's long gone, So, and nobody will ever catch who did it. So I would say, wherever you're traveling on a bus, always travel on the inside. You see, like Charm and I are. Charm's here, aisle seat. I'm aisle seat. Window's not better. Front window's okay. Wow, David, great. That is awesome. Wait, I'm going down. Yeah, that's how you do it from the tree, Darren. If you need any more help on that, just message me. If you're there and you need help with that. One star says, MJ, what a good little guy. Cracks me up, Papa, Papa, Papa. He loves, he's so cute. That's, all of my kids do the same thing as he does. They're always Papa, Papa, Papa me. Nikki, PK says he's just exhausted. Hope you're good. David says a nurse went and got me a new phone today. Now, how awesome is that? David told me that I would have a tough time reaching him by phone, that I should email him. And here he is on my chat. Thank you for coming in, David Jessa. Much appreciated. Nikki says, well, you went to the VA yesterday. I worked for VA. I have worked for 30 years, still working now. Wow. Very nice. I bet if I was over where you're at, Nikki, you'd take care of us too. Here they take good care of you. The VA takes really good care of you in the Philippines. So one star says, David J, welcome back. Nikki, SPK, just working, get tired at 70 years old. Yep. Nikki, bless you for the work you do, Doug says. Steve says, hello, Brother David. Yeah, guys, continue to pray for David. He's still in the hospital, still got tubes in his nose. Let's pray he can hurry up and get those out and get past his surgery and get the hell out of the hospital. It's the devil's lair, the hospital, Anyway, hopefully he can get out of there and he can come over here to the Philippines where there's a whole new life and a much better life than the USA. Okay, we're going to get off right now. After this, we're going to be doing the streets through San Pablo. And from there, it's back roads. He doesn't get back on the highway. It'll be back roads from here to all those things. It takes time. Makes for a long bus ride. Thank you, Nikki. Prayer sent for David from Darren. David says, hi, Colonel. So, yeah, it's going to be really nice. Once we get everybody here, we got to have a big get-together. I should just build a big pavilion there in my property, and we all just make small one-room studios for everybody to sleep and enjoy themselves. Come up with a plan here, so we can all one day we just all get together and just have a big old party. Yeah, spend a week just partying, fishing, and going traveling the islands around where I live, and just having a good old time. Doug said I had a wooden spoon put on my backside a few times. One broke one time. Where did it go? Back on the highway. What the hell? Maybe that was just a little short detour. It looks like we're back on another highway. Says Doug, David, hope you're still working towards it. Nikki, thanks, Colonel. Blessed you all. David says, hi, PK. Darren says, yes. See, we both remember that spoons meant business. Yeah, you know what meant business in my house? It wasn't the wooden spoon. What the second thing was this big leather, you know, room without food, you know, room without food. I was thinking about that trip. Okay, guys. Problem with light. Anyway, I'm thinking that's what I was thinking of doing, guys, is setting up a trip where we can just take everybody like a 10-day trip, and it'd be nothing but relaxing and, you know, going around the island and partying and having a good old time. And you load up whatever you like to drink. You can drink on board there. You can do whatever. You know, you get sick, we'll just toss you over the side. Anyway, guys, we'll talk about that more later. Let me go ahead and shut down my feed. We're coming into it. And traffic. I'll just get off the phone for a while so we don't jerk so much. So you guys take care. I think I froze anyway. Am I frozen up? Somebody say yes or no in the feed. Puebla de Oro, Batangas. Alright guys, I think my feed might have frozen. Am I frozen? My feed says live, but nobody's chatting. It says, okay, here we go. Alright. Alright, I gotta catch all the comments before I go. Alright, wait. Yeah, lost signal, okay. Darren says, but to be fair, Mom would throw just about anything if I really made her mad. Shoes gave her a 2-try chance. That's funny. Yep. One star irritating every 2 seconds, losing my life. Put a Starlink in the bus. I don't think it would work. Kuma says, Mom would say, pick if you still didn't act right. It was a scare tactic. We would straighten up fast. Here, put your feet here, son. It's better. You ever been whipped by a phone cord? PK says, I haven't, but a friend was once. No, they didn't do that to me. Yeah, tell the driver's messing up your live feed. All right, so anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, I'm back, but Carl Davidson says, feed's okay. Thank you, Carl. I added Carl Davidson as the standard moderator. Darren says, let's see some of the pretty Filipino women at the stop. You know, some say your area has the best looks. Eli says, you going back to Masbate? Yes, Eli, we're heading back. All right, I'll keep it live for a while, guys. A lot of traffic. If we continue to lose the live feed, though, I'm going to shut it down. It's just irritating to you and me both. But right now, we're just in a lot of traffic. Policeman on a motorbike on the side of the road. Even their TV, you can see their TV is freezing up. So, okay, Eli, take care. But before you go, let's hear your joke for the day, Eli. You have a joke for us today? Break out that daddy joke book. Alright, guys, I don't know if I'm froze again or not. Maybe my feed died again. Huh, weird. Yeah, I wish everybody would give thumbs up. I'm only 19 thumbs up. We probably had 50 people in the room today. I hope they subscribe, those of you who come in. Eli says, I could tell a joke about pizza, but it's a little cheesy. Okay, that's a good one. He got out his daddy joke book. This is full of jokes, guys. I love having Eli in the room. He keeps us well entertained. Anyway, you see the traffic out here, guys. This is normal. You see motorcycles going crazy. There's a little roundabout we're going around right now. This guy's getting off. All right, you got him a seat. That's what happens. You just get to stand here a while. Some people get off. Guys standing up get to sit down. This guy, this is all the farther he was riding. These two guys are getting off. Hey, do you know how many gallon or liters per hour or day your oil filter can put out? And do you remember how much the system cost? Yeah, PK, my system is a little pricey, and I'm going to really not recommend it because my system was 48,000 pesos, and the filters are going to cost me about 15. You can get them for 60 bucks from India and have them shipped in much cheaper than the guy here selling. The whole unit's much cheaper, it's like 22,000 from India. The guy selling here jacked the price way up high and sold it to me, and then the filters, I've been still trying to get them. And I'm supposed to bring them to my hotel yesterday, and unfortunately it didn't work out. So now he supposedly instructed the lady there who lives in Balu, who works for him, the lady I got a job working there, he's supposed to instruct her to put it in a box and send them J&T to me. So I will just go coordinate directly with her now and push the issue a little more. It's been 6 months. He's been promising, and never fulfilling. So I'm really disappointed in this guy. Really disappointed. If he doesn't get his act together, he won't be my distributor much longer. I'm really that disappointed in the way he attends to business. So we'll see. So Steve says Santo Tomas. Yep. Yeah, PK. Never mind. It's crazy. It's way high. Okay, this lady's gonna go back and find a seat now. Here we are. I guess not. Changed her mind. She's sitting right here in the front. Maybe. Huh. Anyway. Eli, goodbye. Take care. Yeah. Yeah, 18 people, 23 likes. We're showing 11 people, 22 likes. But Darren says, you know the quality of water you're making. Most places don't change the filter. I have a TDS meter. You can check the water quality. Yeah, I have the same, Darren, on mine. It's TDS meter. But yes, I'm definitely going to order from India. I have their PO. And Charm and I haven't been to the bank, to Masbate Bank. We were in Metro Bank yesterday to withdraw funds. And I didn't want to conduct the PO business from there. I want to do it from my own bank. Much easier. And well, I'll tell you what, this I got the PO from the guy, but it's been like 4 weeks. I may have to email the guy again and tell him I apologize for not buying it right away. But I need to find a better shipping method because I don't want to ship it through the postal service from India to where I live. Santo Tomas. Okay, guys, you know where we're at. Santo Tomas. There's my bank right there, Metro Bank. Okay, somebody else getting off.
We're almost to the Bayou.
No. We're Santo Tomas. We're going to Lucena, son. We're not going to Balut. Here, let's put this up. There we go. All right, we're gonna go standing here in the way. Let's point out the window for a while. Let's just see what's out here. There's another jackliner, like we're on, same bus. Okay, now the lady can go get a seat. People leaving now. Many people leaving. Okay. So, yeah, liters PK is about, let me think here, how many I can make in a day's time. I probably make 12 containers if I'm there sitting there all day and just making water. I make about, when the filters are working properly, okay, I'm making about 12 20-liter containers per day. So it makes 240 liters a day. It says 100 liters a day it can make. That's what it says, but I've run it all day long before, and when the filters are good, that's about what I make, 12 containers in one day. Liters per hour, I don't know. Liters per hour is probably 30 liters per hour, something like that. It takes me about 30 minutes or so to make a 20-liter container. So in an hour, I don't know, maybe somewhere between 30 and 40 liters per hour. Deacon says, do you know how many? Okay, Darren says, on my sailboat in Florida, the water maker converts salt water to pure zero TDS at 1.5 to 2 gallons per minute. Wow, that's really fast, Darren. Wow. How much does that water unit cost? Because if I were you, I'd pull it off your sailboat and bring it with you. Yeah, 1 star. Let's just all agree the live stream will come in and out. No need to tell Mike it's buffering every 30 seconds, right? Yeah, we'll try not to. Jay Diola, where are you from? Hello, welcome to the chat. I'm going to make Jay a moderator. Add him as a standard moderator. Okay. Darren, seems a lot of volcanoes are active now. Seems like more than usual, but I don't know. Yes, more than usual are active. Conlon and we look in Negros just erupted. Tall volcano just had a small eruption, and just be happy Mayan Mountain hadn't fully erupted yet. Mayan just kind of, you know, throwing a little lava out sometimes and smoke. But boy, if that mountain ever blows its top, holy moly, what a mess that's going to be. Because there are a lot of people around in Legazpi, around Albay, Naga, around the Bicol region where that volcano is. It's huge. That's a huge, huge volcano. If it ever does what Mount Pinatubo did, it's going to be a horrible explosion. It's going to be horrible. It'll be like the mountain in Mount Vesuvius over in Italy that blew up and buried the entire city there. Darren says, hi Jay. Ed Sunshine just joined. Where are we going? Ed, we're on our way to Lucena here in the Philippines, and we're on a bus. We're traveling on a JAC Jackliner bus, and it's pretty comfortable. The seats are nice. You can't, this is one you can't charge your phone on. This one, you don't have a phone charger. The one we rode coming here from Lucena was a brand new bus, and you could charge your phone on that, which was really nice. So Darren K. Oh, welcome Ed Sunshine. I added you as a moderator, Ed. So next time you talk, your name will turn blue. Have a wrench behind you. Darren K. Travels, that's a good rate. I eventually want to put one on my boat. After you can go wherever you want. Yep. Yeah, if I was Darren, I would just sell the boat without that. That's worth its weight in gold. Come over here and be able to take and make fresh water from the seawater at that rate. Wow, that would be awesome. So Darren says, Pinky, that was the idea. I want to be totally off grid if I need to be. Best I could be.
You need to hold.
Yeah. rest. We're gonna both rest. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and stop my feed here anyway. I'm saying we should rest also, and also save my battery a little bit. One star says they said hi Ed, and then one star said the tectonic plates are very active this year. 100%. Welcome to the Ring of Fire. Yes, that's true. They're really, really moving hard this year. And that's a sign of things to come in the future. Once they start moving, it seems like it's a little easier for them to keep moving. And they're waiting on this big one to happen in Manila because the plates are jammed up there. They have been for 400 years. And they know the plate's going to release sometime. And they don't know exactly when, but it's going to happen. And it's going to be a big one. So pray for the people there too. I'm glad I'm not going out of Manila right now. I don't want to be anywhere near an earthquake, guys. So true. PK says, yeah, I want to be able to do that based on my plans to have a house in the Philippines and then use that as my home base, sail all over from there. PK, you might want to talk to Darren about a sailboat then. He's got, I think, a 36-footer. It's big. Darren says the unit is heavy and the big filter is possible, yes. Yeah, I would certainly consider it, especially if you can do a balikbayan and get it here. So everyone, I'm going to take off, shut down my live feed. Thank you all for coming in. Thank you. Please subscribe if you haven't. Check out my videos. We'll be posting up some more videos. And God bless you all. We love you. And take care, everyone. Darren says, good plan, BK. Yeah, you don't see a lot of big sailboats over here or charters, Darren. But it depends on your location. You do have a big yacht club in Manila. And Romblon, I've seen a few sailboats there. So I guess it all depends on where you're at. Maybe Davao has some as well over there. Okay, volcanoes are breathing now. It's the ones that have been silent for 400 years that scare me. Okay, Von Romanov, thank you for coming in. Wow, you're coming in a little late. I'm getting ready to get off. PK says not many marinas in the Philippines. That's correct. All right, guys, take care. Leave comments on the feed if you want. I'll answer all your comments, and we'll get back to you guys on the next live feed. Thank you much.